morning, Huskies.
Today is Tuesday, August 20th. I'm Shania.
And I'm Timothy, and we have your morning announcements. If you want to order a senior class shirt, it isn't too late. Come purchase your senior class shirt from Miss Jerem in room 6117B for $20. Cash and checks are accepted. You can come before school, during break, during both lunches, or after school.
This Friday after school, there will be a modeling and simulation club meeting in room 2217. Everyone is welcome.
If you ordered a senior class shirt at the end of last year, it can be picked up from Miss Jerem's classroom 6117B before school, during break, during both lunches, or after school.
The first meeting for National Arts Honor Society will be held in Mr. Ortega's room 2207 next Tuesday, August 27th at 2:30. For those interested in taking on a leadership role, leadership position, and what they entail will be discussed. Club activities will also be discussed, so attend the meeting and see what National Honor Society is all about.
Attention juniors, class shirts will be available to pre-order until Friday, August 30th during both lunch or online on My School Bucks. T-shirts will be pre-ordered. Please let Miss Small or Miss Keller know if you have any questions.
Attention members of National English Societies, dues for 2019-2020 are now due. Please pay your $25 through My School Buzz if you did not do so last spring. Our first meeting will be held Thursday, September 5th, after school in the Media Center.
Attention NTHS members, our first meeting of the school year is today after school in the TV production, room 2115. This is an election meeting and all members must attend. If you would like to run for an office, be prepared to give a quick 1-minute presentation to the group.
Open house will be held on Thursday, August 29th, beginning at 6 p.m. Be sure to let your parents know so they can plan to be there.
Fall play auditions for the Crucible are being held today and tomorrow at 2:30 in the auditorium. Sign-ups are outside of the theater room, 9109. If you have any other questions, contact Mr. Solomon.
FCA invites you to join them for free donuts in the amphitheater every Friday before school at 7 a.m. Come out for music, fellowship, and a short message.
The Foundation for Seminole County Public Schools is once again hosting Arts Alive, its major fundraiser. This fundraiser is a gala that includes 10 to 15 performances by SCPS students, faculty, and staff. Auditions for this event will be held in early October, so if you have a talent, start working on your audition piece now.
Speaking of talent, Haggerty Annual Talent Show The H Factor will be held this year on Tuesday, October 1st, which is during homecoming week. This show is open up to all and everyone encouraged to send in an audition video. Videos can be submitted to Ms. Parker in the TV production through email or can be dropped off in room 2115. Deadlines to auditions is Wednesday, September 11th.
If you performed in the talent show last year, you are invited to participate again and do not have to submit an audition tape. What you must do, however, is fill out an application form which can be picked up in TV production.
Stay tuned for promos and then we'll be right back.
If you were in the talent show last year, you do not have to re-audition, but you do have to pick up a form in the WOOF TV room.
So I just had to wonder, you got any hidden talents? Nah. I have a question.
I'll try and answer it.
Do you have any hidden talents?
I sing.
You sing? Can I hear something?
No,
Why not?
because people pay money to hear me sing.
Oh, for real? Mr. Frasca, I was wondering, do you have any talents that you should let us know?
Do I have any talents? Well, something interesting about me, I have bowled a 300 game, and I have a hole-in-one. So, there you go.
Hey Huskies, want to get involved in Haggerty Theater? Want to get involved in Haggerty Theater? Auditions for our fall play, The Crucible, will be held today and tomorrow after school at 2:30. The sign-up sheet is in front of Mr. Solomon's room, 9109. If you have any questions, contact Solomon.
Last Friday night, the varsity football team kicked off the season with a 24-23 win over East River. Kyle Whitener scored a field goal, and Ethan Lopez, J.J. Baird, and Shamari Blake all scored touchdowns for the Huskies. The Huskies travel to Lake Nona this Friday.
If you're interested in playing lacrosse this year, Coach Hoffer will be holding a 30-minute meeting on Wednesday, August 28th at 2:30 under the cover area in front of the cafeteria. This afternoon, the girls volleyball team traveled to Lake Brantley to take on the Patriots. Game times are 4:30 for freshmen, 5:30 for JV, and 7 for varsity.
Tomorrow, the girls' golf team will take on East River at the Wedgefield Golf Course. The girls' tee-off is at 3:30.
At 5:30 tomorrow night, head over to Oviedo High School to see the girls' soft pitch softball team play.
That'll do it for your regular announcements today. Stay tuned for a special message from our principal, Mr. Frasca.
And always,
Go Huskies!
Good morning, Huskies. Today I want to talk a few minutes about some of the changes that we've made this year regarding student parking. I know that many of you are concerned because you don't have an individual parking spot assigned to you, and there is a reason why we're trying the system that we're trying. Sometimes you try things and they work and sometimes you don't, so we're going to monitor it throughout the course of this year to see if this is the best plan, but we are trying to accommodate as many students as we can to be able to park on campus. Currently, we have a waiting list of about 50 students who would like to park on campus, but we cannot sell a parking spot to because we've sold out of our parking spots that are available. If we assigned every student their own individual spot on campus, that waiting list would be a little bit longer because we wouldn't be able to oversell the parking lot. And what I mean by that is, let's say, and I'm making up numbers here, but let's say we have 500 parking spots and we have 600 students who want to park on campus. That would leave us with a waiting list of about 100 students. However, of those 500 students that are parking on campus every day, several of those students will be absent each day, and we can account for about 10% of our students to be absent. This allows us, with 500 spots, to sell about 520 or 530 spots. So every time we can account for our numbers, we can sell a few more spots knowing that we're going to have parking spaces sitting empty every day. If we assigned every student their own parking spot, then we wouldn't be able to sell that for another student to park in, so that parking spot on a day when you are absent would be sitting empty all day when somebody else might have been able to park and drive to school. And we want to allow as many students as we can to drive to school every day. I hate the fact that we have to limit the amount of parking that we sell. I wish our lot was big enough to accommodate everybody, because I have no reason not to want you to drive to school if you have that ability. Unfortunately, we just don't have the resources available and the space in our parking lot. I have been monitoring the parking lot every morning and throughout the day over the last few days to try and see how many spaces we actually have sitting open each day, to see if we can open up more parking spaces. Hopefully, by the end of Wednesday, I will be able to determine how many more spaces we can sell, as we will be able to see all three schedules that we have on campus, how many spaces are open during each period. So we've tried to create the lot with a situation with flexible parking, because we know that so many of you have different schedules and there's flexible scheduling, to try and accommodate as many students as we can. I know it's not perfect and I know it's not ideal, but there was a reason why we decided to change the way we did things with parking, in hopes that we can meet the needs of as many students at Haggerty High School as we can. So I hope I've answered some of your questions today about parking. If you have any more questions, please feel free to stop by and see me. I love talking with students, and I would be happy to answer any questions and concerns that you have. So I hope you have an outstanding day, and as always, go Huskies!